spider monkeys. Now this island we have our three oldest. We have Zachary, Shadow, and Jesse.
I'm showing my mom this.
Zachary's gonna be the one that's walking over to the boat now, looking at us and eating. He's our little show off. He loves attention. Zachary will actually follow the boat around and give you guys his own little tour of the island. So Zachary's on this island with his good friend Jesse James, who has the big white belly going into the hut, and his little sister Shadow, who's right there above him. Now Shadow's our only female spider monkey, but she does keep his man under control. Shadow got her name by the way she used to follow Zach around when they were little. She still does, but nowadays she just keeps him out of trouble. Now, the spider monkeys eat all kinds of fruits, vegetables, and nutrients that we give them. They'll also eat all the insects and bugs on the island. Now, spider monkeys are very unique in the fact that they do not have claws. They have 4 fingers that they use to hook and claw their way through the treetops.
They're showing up for you.
Now that they do not have trunks, they have a tail, and that tail is incredibly strong. They can support their entire body weight and they'll use it for balancing, holding on to tree branches, or even to carry their food, like Shadow is demonstrating right now.
The man is using his tail. This guy just like.
Now, when spider monkeys were first discovered in Central and South America, they thought they were actual giant spiders. The way they would dangle on the treetops with their legs and arms all sprawled out. Luckily for us, they were not spiders, but the name just kind of stuck with us from there. Bye, Zachary. Now we have 2 more spider monkeys on the next island. Their names are Wisha and Slick. We keep them on a separate island because they're a little bit more rowdy and rough in the order, guys. And they love to wrestle. Of course, what teenagers don't, you can't really blame them. But once Wisha and Slick fully mature, we will bring the islands together using that white bridge in the middle. Now, spider monkeys can jump up to 6 feet, so they most likely could clear that bridge. But because there's nothing for them to grab onto with their hands or tail, they won't risk jumping into the water. It's not worth it. I would say no, spider monkeys don't swim, but in the event of them being chased by a predator in the wild and they came across the river, they would absolutely cross that river to survive. Now they keep all the fat in their body at the base of their tail, so their butts will float, but their heads won't. They have a very hard time doing it, and they couldn't make it far. But if one of these guys just so happened to fall into the lake, they could definitely flail their way back to the island and be fine. Now these next islands bring us back to the Saimanes. The Saimanes are the strongest and the loudest of their species. Now when I say that they are the loudest, I do mean that. They have a goulash sac located under their throat, and they fill it up with air like a frog or a toad. But instead of a rivet, they make a really loud whooping noise or howl, and it can be heard for up to 2 miles away. They're some of the loudest animals we have in the park, second to only the lions. Now we do have the family of 3. We have Onyx the father, Tina the mother, and we have their little baby girl Sid, who was born in May of 2016. And we are expecting another baby in the weeks to come. Now for the first 5 to 6 months of the baby's life, it is spent with the mom. And the mom takes care of the baby and she nurtures it, and she won't let anyone near it. Not even the dad is allowed to go near the baby. We actually didn't know if it was a boy or girl until the 5 to 6 month range where the baby will leave the mom, go to the dad, and the dad will take care of the baby from that point on, teaching it how to climb and the necessities of live to just getting her food. Now, when that happens, the mom will have nothing to do with the baby. She still sees this part of the family. She doesn't mind being around it like she is right now. But it's no longer her responsibility or her job to take care of it. That is not the dad's Now, as cool as these guys are, it is important to note that they are highly territorial animals, and you would never want to meet one in the wild, as they are 100% muscle, and they weigh 30 to 35 pounds when fully grown. Now, it's due to that fact we're able to keep them on the islands. They are so strong that they are not able to swim. They're a lot like rocks in how dense they are. Now, this does conclude the boat tour for today, guys. If you have any questions whatsoever, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you once I talk the boat. I will ask that everyone remain seated until the boat has been fully docked. I'll let you guys know where to sit to come up. And thank you again for coming to Wild Country Safari. The only place you can drive yourself wild. Car ride home.